Okay, so welcome. Here's your schedule for today. So your next class is period 2 at 8:50, or period 3, sorry, at 9:23. So we've got about 20 minutes or so. Then you go to period 4, 6, 7, 5 is later. 5 is your lunch period. Probably your teachers will explain that. I don't know what period you have lunch. I don't know if it's A, B, or C. I would just say at 5th period, unless you've already found this out, just show up to your 5th period class. They'll tell you if you have lunch or if you're in class. That's what I would say. So there you go. But welcome. Thanks for choosing to be here. Some of you probably did have the choice, but I still appreciate that you're here. This year, you're in Algebra 1A. So it's kind of the natural progression. From here, you go to Algebra 1B and geometry and all that. But again, at the beginning of the year, we usually test you to see if you're in the right class or if you should be in maybe geometry or regular algebra. So that'll happen probably on Monday, so keep that in mind. My name is Mr. Ward, if you don't already know. You can call me Mr. Ward, Coach Ward. If administration's present, like principal, superintendent, call me Mr. Ward. They don't like just the word thing. That's a pet peeve for them. But there you go. I'm a model teacher, mentor teacher. What that means for you is that during the school year, we'll have random teachers in here watching me teach. They're not watching you, they're watching me to see how I do a lesson. So don't be thrown off by that. They'll just come and go. Like I'll just have Mr. Haig walk in and sit down and watch. Or I'll have random teachers sit in the back. So don't be thrown off. They'll actually probably participate. They'll probably be doing the activity with you. So it's a part of the role that I took here at PHB. I'm an assistant girls basketball coach. So if any of the girls in here want to play basketball, please do. Please, we need girls. So there you go. Student council leader. So if at some point you want to run for student council, I'm in charge of that. Talk to me. And at the end of the year when we do elections, you can run for it. So there you go. My background. I graduated from Ventura High School, just down the street, right? I graduated in 2001. Yeah, I'm old. And then I went to Iowa State University, graduated in 2006 with a bachelor's in mathematics and a minor in psychology. And then I became coaching certified, and I've coached almost every single sport known to man, except for wrestling. I don't know anything about wrestling, Ventura didn't have it. And I've never coached soccer, but it's one of my favorite sports. So, but I've never coached it. So, but I've coached everything else up to this point. But right now I'm just girls basketball. So that's a little bit about myself, so you know. Classroom materials. So every day you walk in this room, there's a couple things you're going to need every single day. It's non-negotiable. Don't be like, oh, I forgot this. It's non-negotiable. You have to have it when you walk in this room. Here it is. Pencil, not a pen, preferably, because we're going to make mistakes. I make mistakes. We're only human. I expect a pencil. You can make fixes. Now I know there's some pens you can erase and fix. I understand. Whatever. Textbook, book cover. That's one thing in here you're not going to have to worry about. We have an online version that we kind of use, so you're not going to have to worry about carrying a 20-pound book around with you. Usually it's a lot of just notes in class. We'll get to that at some point. Notebook, paper, you do have to have a notebook. At some point, you have to take notes from me. It's not an option. You have to take notes in here. So get over that. No, we don't take notes on a computer. That doesn't work that way. Math doesn't work that way. So, calculator, you will need one at some point. I have 10 in the back. There's more than 10 of you in here. So you're going to need a calculator. I'll explain the ones you should be buying. Now, daily planner or Chromebook, yeah, I want you to bring those. Because there's some days we're going to go online, we're going to research stuff, or you have to go on the online textbook. I want you to at least be able to go online and go research stuff. And we're not going to always be just grinding out math. There's some days we're going to go look at something. So, make sure you have that type of stuff. I believe you get, what, Chromebooks today? Like at the end of the day? Yeah, there you go. They're awesome. So, textbook, if we're going to use one, because some days I will actually have a physical copy that you'll actually use and you can open up in here, because they're in the back here. Here it is. It's really thick. It's like that thick. It weighs 20 pounds. It's pretty girthy. It's $89. Don't ruin my book. It's literally $89. It's brand new. Don't break it. It's a really nice looking book. It's got 1,000 pages. It's super thick. It's got 12 chapters. This is in Dead Poet Society. If you ever watched the movie Robin Williams, leave all the chapters in it. Don't rip them out. These are the chapters we're going to cover. So there you go. Yeah, pretty straightforward. You will not have to worry about the textbook because when we come in here every day, we're going to be talking about subjects. We're going to have a lot of worksheets. We'll put notes together. That'll be pretty much what you need. You won't have to worry about textbooks so much in here, but we do have access to them. So, calculators. This little Casio, it's like $5 at Walmart. It's cool. I like it. I got a couple of those. This little monstrosity is a TI-89. That's stupid. That's like a $200 calculator. That's dumb. Don't buy that stupid calculator. In fact, they don't even allow this in college. They don't even allow it in high school math because it literally, you can type in the word solve, it has a keyboard on it behind all these keys. You can type like the word solve and type in your math problem and it literally solves it in front of you. Like there's no like actual work to be done. It's stupid. For that price, you could buy a used iPad, download the Texas Instrument app, which is free, and it would do all what this thing can do, plus it's an iPad, and iPads are way better than this stupid thing. So just think about that. So don't buy that thing. It's a little TI-30 thing. It's like $10 on Walmart. That's cool. I prefer this one. That's the one I like. These are the ones I have in the back. That's cool. It's like $8 at Target right now. Go buy that one. And then this little guy, that's a TI-84. This one that they have you use in college, it looks a lot like this one. This one doesn't have that stupid solve button thing. If you're going into like Calc 1, calculus, that's what you need. You don't need this. Don't go buy that. That's like $130. That's stupid. I know there's games on it. I know that. It's stupid. I'd rather buy an iPad for that price. So, all right. Classroom expectations. So you get kind of a feel for it. I expect it to be quiet. Not like pin drop quiet. I expect it to be respectfully quiet. So like some people like it really like low key, right? Because right now you guys are like dead silent. It's like really unnerving to me. But I expect it to be like quiet when we're trying to go through lessons, when I'm giving you instructions, when we're going through notes. Because people need to see that. They need to read. Some people process it at different levels than other people. You gotta respect your classmates. I don't care if you have a personal beef with somebody else in this room. For one class period, just ignore it. I don't want drama in here. I don't want your drama in here. Leave it out. I know everyone's got an outside life outside this room. I understand that. Everyone has things going on. But for one class period, come in here, forget about it. This is the period you can forget about all your stresses. Come in here, we're gonna have a good time. Usually I try to entertain you each and every day. Take responsibility. This should probably be my #1 bullet. Take responsibility for education. Take pride in it. I actually enjoyed myself when I was in school because I actually enjoy learning things. I know that's crazy, I'm a teacher, you get the idea, but I actually enjoy just the fact of like learning something new every day. Take pride in that. Like that's something that you can control. Like you're gonna come here, I wanna learn this today. Maybe you don't understand it fully like the first time. I don't expect you to, but I'm expecting you to at least try. We can have that, we can have at least that commonality. And then challenge yourself. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Right? It's high school. It's going to be tough. I'm going to challenge you. There's going to be things you're like, I have no idea what you just did. That's when we're going to try to work through it. You ask questions, and I try to show you different strategies on whatever marker board we're using that day to get you to that point where you're like, oh, I get what we're doing. I get how to do this. So that's what I expect. Do I expect you to get on the first try? No. But I do expect you to persevere and try your best. That's what I expect. Now, there's Mr. Haig has like these talking points. They're around the school, you probably see them there on these like crazy yellow posters. There might be actually one on the back of my door here. Sam, can you go close that door? I think there's one on the back of that door. Is there? Mr. Haig's talking points? Yeah, it's right over there, that thing. These are the 4 talking points that Mr. Haig will stress anytime you see him. Be here, be on time. It's second period, you shouldn't be late to my class. It's literally second period, be here, be on time. Because if you walk in that door 1 minute after the bell goes off, today's an exception because you're trying to figure out where to go. But if you're here 1 minute late, you have 10 minute detention. If you're here more than 10 minutes, you have to make up that plus 10 minutes. So keep that in mind. Don't be late. Do the right thing. By do right, it means when you're in here, what are you supposed to be doing? Learning, right? Trying your best. Or at least trying to be academic. That's what I expect. Do your best. I don't expect you to be perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We get over that. But try your best. Have fun with it. Let's have some fun. I like a lively classroom. I really do. It doesn't need to be, boring and sitting in desks and rows like this every day. We're not going to do that. People that have had me before, I don't do that. I'm quite different. And then be yourself and respect others being themselves. Always be yourself in here. Never try to be somebody else. Be who you are. And I don't want that person, if you yourself says that you're not a math person, you're lying to yourself. Because it doesn't matter if you're a math person before or later, this is the day we're going to start learning. So keep that in mind. Anyone can learn anything at any point. You just have to take time to try. So, all right, classroom policies. So these are the things that, other than the items you have to bring to class, I don't allow disruptive behavior. If you're in here causing drama, you're causing problems, you're having a bad day, I don't want it in the classroom. I'd rather have you go talk to somebody to work that out. So keep that in mind. Homework is expected to be completed on the due dates. You can see them over there. Like I usually write up homework over there, and then I have due dates. You guys don't have any, you guys are up here, this is the algebra category. I'll write whatever your homework is that day. It's usually a worksheet or something, or I'll have you go online and find a problem. It'll be up here, and then I'll have a due date over here, kind of like what you're seeing down here. That's an example of it, right? That's kind of the idea. It's to be expected to be done complete. Now, it's not like I assign something today and it's due tomorrow. I usually give you a couple days if you've had me before. I give you 3 days. You know? If I assign something today, it might be due, let's say, Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So you have a couple days. You can ask some questions. We can go through your class together to make sure it's not just due the next day, because you have things outside of class. I understand some of you might even be working. So.
Tony Hines and Nevaeh Anderson, please come to the office.
Okay. Next, you will be assigned a textbook. So. All right. For this class, not so much, but we do have textbooks. Expect a seating arrangement in here, as you can tell. You have seating arrangements every single day. You will probably, there will be days where you don't. I'll say you can sit wherever you want. That's very few and far in between. Cell phones, iPods. I know I just dated myself saying iPod, but a cell phone, not allowed. They have to be in the back caddy. You see that blue thing back there with all the numbers? You have to drop your cell phone in there. Every single day you walk in. When you walk in that door, put your cell phone there. If you have that problem, like, I'm not going to put my cell phone there, you're not going to have a cell phone, because I'm going to take it, and it's mine, and you're not getting it back. So keep that in mind. So, if you want to leave it in your locker, do that. But if you're going to be that person that lies to me, because you just have it in your hoodie, you're not getting that phone back, and you won't have it in here the rest of the year. So keep that in mind. So, I don't want a cell phone. If you have a smartwatch, like an Apple Watch or something like that, if it becomes a distraction, it'll be back there with all the rest of your stuff. So, now, if you have a disability or challenge, you have to let me know. Like if, let's say you have a hearing impairment, like me. I have really bad hearing, no joke. I'm like, my hearing is terrible, that's why I talk really loud. You have to let me know, because nothing's more embarrassing than getting to the first parent-teacher conference in like November, right, or whatever that date is, but we have parent-teacher conferences, and your mother or father or whoever your guardian is goes, well, Billy can't really see the board. Well, thanks, Billy, for telling me. You threw me into the bus there, bud, because you haven't been able to see the board since day one. No wonder you can't learn anything. So you gotta let me know that, because that comes down to just talking to me, trusting me enough that you can, because I'm not gonna put you front row. Maybe you're not comfortable front row. I can put you second row or somewhere where you can see and learn. So keep that in mind. Cheating not tolerated. I don't want cheating. I know there is websites such as Slater. I'm not an idiot. I know about the internet. I can research things. So, but what I expect you to do is try your best, right? Come in here every day, try. I don't, when I assign homework, yeah, I expect people are gonna work together. I expect that, because you can learn better together. Some of you could teach somebody else something that I couldn't convey that message, right? Because I can teach a certain way, I can try different methods, but maybe you figured it out and you can explain it to your friend, and they're like, oh, that makes way more sense than what Ward's spitting out up here. That's great. But I don't want you to be Team Xerox, where somebody does homework and then 9 other people copy it. That's not what I want. So I want you to try your best. That's cheating. So just keep that in mind. Okay? These are too much to handle. Too bad, so sad. You're in high school. Just stop wearing a helmet. All right. Homework. Test policies. Homework policies. 2 to 3 assignments a week. They're small. 10 to 15 problems. That's what I would expect. You got to have at least 2. So 2 or more. 10 to 15. We'll probably do a lot more worksheets and handouts than anything else. So I'll point you to my website. Yes, I have a website, mrward.org. It's ghbmath.com. Those are my personal websites I put together myself. We use that a lot for homework. I'll have homework problems on there. Plus I use JMC Lesson Planner if you're comfortable with that. I put everything there too. Late work policies. Homework can always be redone. So let's say you turn an assignment for me and you got, let's say out of 10 points, you got an 8. You can make fixes. I'll recheck it for you and you get back up to 10. So don't ever worry about like, oh my God, I got a 6 on that assignment. Make fixes, turn it back in. Because I'd rather have you learn it than stress about your stupid grade. Grades to me don't make a difference. If you know it, show me when you redo your homework that you've learned it. That's what I care about. Now, here's the new thing. This is brand new this year, so if you're an upperclassman, this has changed from previous years. We don't accept late work after 10 days, like at all. So if, let's say I assign a homework assignment today, it's due Wednesday, 10 days from Wednesday, that assignment's due. 10 calendar days. So, that date is the 26th, it might be, whatever, September 3rd or whatever that 10-day mark is from there, right? So keep that in mind, 10 days. After 10 days, it's a 0 and it never is fixed ever again. It's not to the midterm. It's not to the grading period. It's 10 days from that day. That is in every class. That's not mine. I'm not being that person. It's in every class. Keep that in mind. That's brand new. So you have to be in a timely manner. You have to be organized enough to get homework turned in. Because homework is due the day I assigned it, right? It's due that day. So keep that in mind. And I'm like a stickler where I'll just grind it into the ground to figure out that you're going to turn it in. Because after it's missing, I immediately email your parents, call them. So if you don't want your parents to know, you better turn it in. So keep that in mind. Test quizzes. You can always retake a test once, every test. One time, you can retake it. It's not the same test, but you can retake the test. Because again, what do I not worry about? I don't want you to worry about your grade. I'd rather have you show me that you've learned something than stress that you're getting a B here. Okay, so keep that in mind. You can always retake a test, but there's things you have to do. You have to, spend some time with me to talk about what you missed, and we'll go through the problems you missed, and hopefully you'll do better on the next one. And I always give you the better of the two scores, so it's no stress. If we do a pop quiz or a checkpoint, you cannot retake those. Quiz is like what you know that day. So you have to be, when you walk in here, you better be like ready to go every day, because a quiz can happen at any moment. And expect at least one quiz per unit that we're in. One section, it could have a quiz right then and there. So every day you come in here, you better be on the ball. You can't be daydreaming in the back, because I'm going to catch you. Okay, questions at all? Hope I didn't scare you too bad. It's the first day. Hope I didn't terrify you. All right, here's the grading policies. Check them over. Look at that. It's tough. That's our high school grading assessment. Okay, those are your grades. Notice, all 90s are A's, 80s are B's. It's the easiest thing in the world. How do you figure out what your score is? Take what you got, divide it by what it was total out of, and that tells you where you fall. It just tells you on the screen. Okay, grading, semesters and quarters, because obviously we have 2 semesters, we have 4 quarters. It's the 40-40-20 rule. Per semester, quarter 1 is worth 40% of your grade, quarter 2 is 40% of your grade, semester test is 20. And yes, I said semester test. Every class in the high school has a semester test. Every class, including Vanderbilt, they have a semester test. That's high school, get over it. Okay? Semester test is cumulative. It's over the entire semester. For my semester test, about 15 to 18 questions. Okay? You could have the science one that's like 200. So keep that in mind. So I think mine's pretty straightforward. And we review for it. It's not like I just throw it at you one day. We review for a week leading up to it. By the time you take that semester test, it's probably the easiest test in the world for you because we literally reviewed for it for 5 days in a row leading up to it. So I try to spoon feed you as much as possible so you think it's easy. That's just my style. Okay, now gradebook. In your gradebook, you'll notice this. There's 3 categories. There's homework, that's 15% of your grade. Tests and quizzes, checkpoints are 60% of your grade. And then checkpoints are 25%. So keep that in mind. Checkpoints are like that daily thing when you walk in here, I want to see what you know. So the reason why I do this, we don't spend a lot of time on so much homework because obviously you don't have a textbook. We do a lot of worksheets and handouts, but it's more like tests and quizzes and checkpoints that kind of like, are you paying attention that day, that type of thing. All right, questions at all about any of the policies I've done? Okay, I think it's straightforward. Don't be like overwhelmed and like, oh my God, this is gonna be the hardest thing. It's really not. Like I try to make math as easy as possible because I can teach math to pretty much anybody as long as you're trying. So, and we'll have a lot of fun. It's not all cut and dry and boring every single day. So, but I do expect you to try and come in here and ready to participate in all that good stuff. Because I do want to hear from you. I want to see what you know. Never be afraid to make mistakes because I'll make them all the time. It's gonna happen. Okay, now let me explain the camera situation. Okay, I record class every day. Okay, I post it to my website. My website is right here, mrward.org. I think it's pretty. It's there every day for you. And why I record class is because I literally post those videos every single day. So you can go back and watch your class. So you can be like, oh, hey Ward, I was gone Wednesday. Well, guess what? You can watch the video of me teaching for 40 minutes that day because I posted it online. Here's my website. I think it's pretty. Look at that thing. That's awesome. I spent a lot of money on this website. I spent a lot of time doing it. Hired by Squarespace. No plug intended there. But here it is. You can scroll. I got quotes. I got classroom lessons. This is today's lesson, in fact. Look at this. That's today's. You could This is the outline we did today. If we have homework, you can click on it. It'll take you to the same website. If you click on this little picture, it'll take you to the same thing. This is algebra. Boom, this is today's lesson. This is what we went through. This is the PowerPoint I went through. Yeah, I post every PowerPoint online, so you have it in front of you if we do a PowerPoint. If I have notes, I take pictures of my notes and I post it online, so you have them. If there's a class video, which I'll post that later this afternoon once class is over, that video will be down here, and it's literally in 1080p, like, you can go full screen. It's posted to YouTube. It's awesome. Like, it's there. And I post it every single day for 180 days. And no, I don't collect any revenue or anything from that. I don't collect any money from that. Now, if you're thinking this is dumb, I get like 2,000 hits on this website a month. That's a lot of hits. I could make some serious cash if I took revenue from that. But I don't. The reason why is for you. I do this every single day for you, so you have no excuse to be like, I don't know what we did today. You can go back and watch the video, and then you can come ask me questions. I archived every single year leading up till now. Every single year. You can go back to 2016 and watch a geometry class. Look at all these things. Look at all these videos. And yeah, there's little buttons, and they go throughout the month. Notes. PowerPoints, we did it. There's a class video. It's there every single day, and I think it's pretty good quality. Now, this was 2016. This is before I got that really high-end camera back then. And at some point, so yeah, that was 2-3 years ago. So if you go to 2018, the quality significantly changes. You can actually see, like, quality changes. It's way better looking. And the microphone. Like, quality significantly changes. And I'll zoom. Like today, it's zoomed in like right here. You can turn up the volume, so the volume's really low right now. You can even do closed caption. You can see it in whatever language you want it to be in. So, yeah, I'm pretty tech savvy that way. But I do that every single day of the year. So you can watch that video on it. There's notes and all that good stuff. I spend a lot of my own personal money doing that. Now, at some point, I will be upgrading that camera this year. I'll probably go to a GoPro. It'll be 4K. It'll be high end. So, at some point, I'll be doing that. But there you go. That's my website. It's mrward.org. There's a bunch of things on the website. I have my syllabus. I have everything. So if you're on these websites, you can see what your homework is. There's worksheets. I have the worksheet there. You can literally click the link on this worksheet. It'll download it right to your Chromebook, and you can open it up in Chrome. And print it again if you need to. So there you go. And if there's book pages. So there's no excuse. Like, I do this for you guys, so you can basically have the notes. Now, it's for your guys' stuff, it'll be under daily lessons. Archive is from previous years, but daily lessons, you go to Algebra 1, this is you guys, and you scroll down and every video will be here. This today has already posted it. I'll just have to put the video on it. It takes like 5 minutes to do that. Okay, questions, what do you got? There you go. I think try to make it as easy as possible for you, so there's no excuse to miss. Especially because I know people are going to be sick, you're going to be on vacation, you're going to be on a sporting event, you're going to be gone. You can watch the video. You can come in here and ask me. I'm here before school at like 7:30 till 8:30 or whatever it is, and I'm here after school as long as you need me to. So, and we'll go over anything you want. So keep that in mind. All right, that's all I got. It's pretty easy.